What's up? What's up? We are live. And I'm dead.
Oh no.
Man,
What a day.
today was a crazy day, everyone. Today was crazy.
Trying to get work done, and then we had to run around all over.
I'll tell you, there is a good precedent for being prepared for your workday and having all the necessary materials. I feel like you're. There we go. How's
Yeah.
that work? Yeah, I feel like there is a good lesson in being prepared and having all of the materials ready that you need. One thing, grab the glue there. So this is the glue I got. Now I honestly thought that this stuff would be perfect for what we need. Liquid nails, heavy duty, fine print on the back, not for subfloors. So this was no good. This was no good. So I had to get specific glue. For we had to go make a trip, get specific glue for the subfloors. Then we'll get back. You know what? I found out we're out of screws. so, so luckily there was a place a little closer by. I was able to get some extra screws, but man, that day was half over before we were able to start on the subfloor. I don't know if you want to say hi to some people. Who's all in here?
Um,
Start from the beginning and work your way down.
I don't know. Something's wrong with my
Oh, okay.
feed here.
Get it straightened out. Let's see, we got Kiri, Built on the Rock Homestead. Haley's in here. Trina, Geeky Gardens, Cherokee Moon, Junior P, Heirloom Permaculture, gotta stay flexible. Barry Pierce, Jane C's Oregon Homestead, Don Jones, Kevin Williams, RG Homestead, what's up? Ralph Riley. So what have you been doing? Well, I've been getting all this.
Uh, Helping you?
Helping me?
Yeah. No?
You've been going along
I'm
for
not
rides.
gonna
You've been
help.
going along for rides.
Me and crew just along
Just
for the
along for the
ride.
ride. We're like, no problem. We'll come with you. And
For
meanwhile,
support.
what have you been doing? Well, I've been driving you around getting supplies.
Um, I don't know. What do you mean?
You don't know. Well, like, what have you been doing? Like, what were you doing in the car?
In the car?
Just riding?
Yeah. I filled out my ballot in the car.
Oh, she filled out the ballot. Jessica voted.
And I did some reading.
Who did you vote for? Just kidding. Don't say that. You can't do that. Don't say that on television. But I know what we did vote for. Legalizing marijuana, y'all. Recreational use, you know what I'm saying?
How does that affect us?
It doesn't. We don't,
We
we don't
don't,
do
we don't
marijuana at
do
all.
that.
But I will support anyone else's right to use marijuana if they do, if they want to. I believe people should be able to partake
Okay.
of the ganj if they so choose.
Jeremy says if you can keep the liquid nails, you may need it for other things.
Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? That's a good point. Hang on to that, right? You never know when that might come in handy. 420 in the house.
Ralph asked, did you figure out what's wrong with the truck yet?
Now I haven't even had time to mess with that at all.
But you did get the tire fixed on the car. It was good because we needed to drive all over the place.
Nope. I didn't even fix that. I just had Jess on one shoulder, crew on the other, and I was ran to the store. That's what it feels like, man. I feel tired. I
Mm.
feel like I ran, like I literally ran to the store.
RG Homestead asks, what are you going to do to the top of your root cellar?
Oh, we're working on that right now. If you've been watching the latest videos, we got a lot of the joists in place, started with the blocking. I think in this next video, we will have more blocking in, as well as doing the subfloor, putting it all in the OSB. Technically, we're still not done. Which, by the way, I'll let people know. I think it's okay to let people know right now. We've been having videos come out Friday. They'd be out tomorrow, but we're gonna move our Friday videos to Saturday. I think that works out a little bit better. Just usually edits today, but I just think everything was just a little too close. Kind of hectic trying to get because usually it takes a whole day to edit a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the live and everything like that, I feel like it was always like crunch time.
Yeah.
And we'll just give a little bit more breathing room between the live and the next video.
It's still going to be crunch time this week.
It'd be a little bit of crunch time. So Tuesday, then a live Thursday, another video Saturday. We'll see how it works.
Oh, Heirloom Permaculture says, I guess we're going to have special guests next week. Should we break down and do a live stream?
Oh, yeah, I think
Do
that
it.
means you got to do it. Do it. If I could put in a meme, I would put in my Darth Sidious meme. Do it.
Thermostat. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to check the thermostat on the truck.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
We did have it replaced not too long ago, but,
yeah,
there might be something wrong with it, so.
Yeah, because you put in a new one and it might be faulty or it might have got stuck or something like that. I'm going to check it out.
Ooh.
Morgan's NC Adventures. Hello, everyone. Checking in. What's up?
Hallie Gutierrez says, I found a steel on 40 acres in the desert. How do you think horses would fare out there?
Oh, I had a similar. Did you ask that question before? I feel like someone's asked that question before.
A lot of people have horses.
A lot of people have horses out here. Depending on where's that coach? Did you say Cochise?
So in the desert.
In the desert.
I'm not sure where.
Yeah. So I mean, horses can do fine out here, but more than likely, I think you would either have to grow a bunch of feed, or you might probably have to supplement it by it, which I know a lot of people do. Then there's places you can buy hay and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just be aware of that. Would you ever get horses?
Maybe a pony. Can I get a pony?
We'll get you a pony. We'll get you a pony. Goats first.
Jose says, don't get another Ford.
I don't know why you would say that. That the truck held up well for us. I mean, we paid like $2,500. We ran that pretty hard for a number of years.
And then the census work, I just couldn't take it.
I think that census was a bad move. It was interesting. It was interesting work when I'm doing it, but I don't know if I would ever do it again. It took me some crazy places in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it chewed up both of the vehicles we had pretty well. I don't know if I would ever do that again.
Dan says, Toledo, Ohio here. Digging the build.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
If anything, it'll teach people how not to do it in the future. We're going to make all the mistakes so you don't have to. Whoa, is that CB's Greenhouse and Garden I see? Hello.
Hi.
Get you a goat.
Get you a goat. Turkey Moon asks, how's the bees? Are they leaving you alone?
Oh, they are definitely leaving us alone because they are gone. They've been gone now for a while.
Yeah, we gave them to a local beekeeper. So yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, I think we detailed that in one of the videos a couple weeks ago. Um, I just feel like you felt like you didn't have. Well, one, we failed at requeening. When we opened it up, it was just a mess inside of there. So we really didn't want to press on trying to requeen. We didn't really have the experience, and we didn't want to end up killing them
Or getting killed.
or getting killed. So it was a matter. So we were just like we didn't have the time anyway to really probably give the bees the attention they needed. So we just thought give them up to someone a little bit more experienced, and then we'll get the bees again sometime when we're ready.
Yes.
North Star Prep Starter, what's up? What did I miss? Did you blow the fort up? Not yet. I did not blow the fort up yet, but stay tuned. I will probably end up destroying it.
Oh no.
Getting started on homestead. What's up, bub?
Dan Hafner asks, "What's the rainfall there?" Nothing right now.
No, nothing. We haven't had rain in a couple months now.
Yeah.
We're drying up. We're running out of water quick. We are now having to. That's a good question bringing it up. We are literally now having to pump the water from the poly tanks over to the trailer, so we can no longer gravity feed it over. So that means we're getting low. Not super low, not crazy scary low, but we're getting there. G Princess is with us. Hey. What'd you vote for?
Oh, I can't see. Bub suggests digging a hole and burying the Ford.
Yeah, we got the hole already. Should we just drive the Ford right into it?
Yeah.
And then we'll have our bed there. It's our bedroom.
Oh, nice.
And then we'll just sleep in the Ford.
The
or
truck
the
bed.
truck bed. Oh, that's terrible. Larry Parrish, what's up? The Apricot Tiny House, how's it going? Ah, man. So what are we halfway now? We're done with the subfloor? How many more panels we gotta go? Are we halfway?
Yeah, we're halfway.
We're halfway done. Very exciting. Stay tuned for that video Saturday. Oh man, I'm exhausted. You know what? Be prepared. If I could give any kind of advice, make out that materials list and double check what you got on hand, because I did not do that. you think I'd learn a lesson by now? That's terrible. Oh, Dan, welcome to the crew pack. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, a coyote.
Ooh, coyote. What did it cost for the root cellar?
Ooh, did we calculate?
Well, I don't think we have a. So I don't think we have a running tally going. I don't think we have a full number worked out. But I would probably say, if I were to estimate right now how much money we've spent on it, I would say just under $500. A little under 500.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's probably going to be the cheapest part of the build. Well, no, the rest might not be too much more expensive, but are going to get a little bit more complicated from here on out, because we're going to need to plan out. Almost all the rest of the rooms will have a lot more electrical in there.
Mm-hmm. Plumbing, doors, windows.
Not so much plumbing in the upper portion. I don't think that'll be super complicated. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of things to take into consideration, and you got to think about all that stuff beforehand. Shannon, thanks for being so inspirational.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you so much for the super chat. That's very generous. Much appreciated.
G Princess says, love your haircut.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got to keep it tight. It was getting shaggy. It was just getting a mess up there. Now, my facial hair is longer than the hair on top. Time to kind of shave this all down, because this looks like a mess. It always looks like a mess. I can't grow a decent facial hair. One time I grew this out. I grew this out fairly long. It was like a couple winters ago. Don't look for those videos. You don't want to go back and see that. It was a mess, and it like literally physically got people angry. It made people angry. They had visceral reactions to that.
To your face.
To my face. That people still might have visceral reactions to my face, but
face.
You heard it here, folks. Did you hear that?
I don't hate face.
Junior's seen them videos. I apologize. I apologize.
Kevin Williams said a Ford windshield could make a great feature window in the dome.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. If anything, we'll break it down and use the parts for the house. Backcountry preps, what's up? What book have you been reading?
Did someone ask that, or did you ask that?
I asked that just now.
It's a book about autoimmune disease.
Oh, nobody wants to hear about
that. So, like, even though we haven't been diagnosed with any autoimmune disease, it kind of focuses on like inflammation in the body and as an approach to healing disease, and that affects like other problems, so like cardiovascular disease and allergies and like all kinds of stuff. So that's something I wanted to learn more about.
And what did you learn? What's the big thing you learned?
Well, one of the big things it talked about was gluten being like causing inflammation and
that's cool. Talk to your daughter, Ralph. Everything's got gluten in it.
Everything. All the things.
Exactly. Time is priceless. We did not bring crew is still outside. No crew time today.
Yeah, he's been wanting to be outside most of the day.
Yeah. Before, like, it was kind of more toward the evenings. He would eat, like, especially I think after dinner, just after dinner, right?
Yeah, now it's like
almost all day. He just wants to be outside, he just kind of goes out there and just lies down.
Yeah.
Right in front of the car, mind you, so we can't escape without him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because we spend most of the day out there, so he feels like it's a place where he can keep an eye on us and make sure we don't like try to run away or something.
Except in the mornings. Now he wants to go outside after he's done eating his breakfast. He wants to go outside, but we immediately have to go outside with him, otherwise he gets angry.
Yep.
But now at times like this, he doesn't care. He's like, I'm just gonna chill outside and sleep.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I don't even care.
And he was upset this morning because he wanted to go out there. I thought maybe he needed a walk or something, and he was like really urgent, like whining and pawing at me.
He really wanted to go out there.
And then I took him out, and then he just laid down on the ground.
But wasn't he upset though right away? Oh yeah, like you thought maybe I had to go to the bathroom or something. Yeah. And then he gets out there and just like
He's a weird dog.
He's a weird dog. Tell him about that one time when he was like, I don't know if he wanted your attention or something like that.
What's? Oh, yeah, and he just
stuck your leg in his mouth.
Yeah, he didn't like bite down, but he just like put his mouth, like wrapped it halfway around my leg, just like and he's just looking at me.
Like, can I help you? you got my attention. It's like putting a bear putting one of your limbs in its mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, can I help you? What do you want? Ooh, and then we went to the post office today. Went to the post office so you could put in your ballot. And then, sure enough, there's this gas station across the street. There's this local, locally owned gas station. We know the owner. Every time we go there, he seems to want to go to the post office with his little dog. And Cruz saw that dog coming across the street, and he's just eyeing it. And then once that guy tied up his dog, Cruz was just going nuts
Mm-hmm.
because it was like maybe 10, 15 feet
You had
away.
to move the car so I
I had
could
to move the
see
car
it.
because he was just going nuts. He was clawing at the window, freaking out. He wanted to get that little dog.
Double coat is tough on AZ Akitas. You might be really bored. Yeah. Yeah, that double coat.
Yeah, the dogs with double coats like that, Akitas and stuff like that, AZ is really tough on them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So we went hiking, what was it, yesterday? We had to go out like really early before it got too warm. Actually, like before the sun really came up.
oh yeah, so
Because otherwise he overheats.
that's a whole story because we're rat catchers now, right?
Catching rats.
We finally picked up this decent heavy duty rat trap. Put some peanut butter in there, and we caught our first rat the other night. That thing was pretty big, and so that was kind of the impetus for the walk. We were taking a rat up into the mountains to set it free somewhere outside of our
Far away from.
yeah. We had enough of rats being around here, so you're
Well,
like, oh, let's take the rat and let's go for a hike.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna do it early.
Yep.
What time do we leave? Like 6:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm. Well, before that, I think.
Before maybe about 6 in the morning. So it was perfect time, and just like by the time we were heading back, that the sun was really starting to come up, so we made it just in time.
Yeah, Ellie says I have a Samoyed white pink skin, really long hair. Not sure he'd like desert living. Yeah. It's tough on dogs. Especially that ones that have that thick coat.
I know a lot of people suggest like shaving it, but we can't. It's not good, especially if a dog has a double coat like that, to shave them because it doesn't grow in right. Plus, like the double coat acts as a protection if could cause really bad problems if it's exposed to the sunlight and everything like that.
Yeah.
Ralph says Tootsie Rolls work really well in rat traps.
We used peanut butter, and that rat went in there like right away.
Like an hour. And we put that trap out the other night, and something got in there, ate all the peanut butter, but it didn't set off the trap.
I think it was a mouse, so it's probably too light to set it off.
It was just like, oh, how nice.
Nice little treat.
Nice little treat sitting out here for me.
Yeah, but we had to get rid of that rat because, I mean, it's a pack rat, and we were thinking it might have been like stealing things from us.
Unbelievable.
Dan says it's gonna frost here tonight. We're in Arizona, and so I think last year we had our first frost actually at the end of October, which is a little early for this area. Usually it's like November, but this year it's been warm.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the winter's gonna be like.
So far in October, most of the days have been
like
mid 90s. But it's not too bad. Like it gets up, hits the like the mid 90s, and then it starts cooling down again right away. Do you feel like it's been affecting your work? And then the mornings and evenings have been just fantastic. Even if it's a little chilly in the mornings.
Yep.
Like you got up and you were like in full winter regalia. You had like sweaters on, pants, and then like how many wardrobe changes did you go through?
I have different outfits for different times of the day because the temperature changes are so big.
You would think it was like somewhere northern United States, which comes out like, bundled up. all kinds of stuff, and
And
then
now
within hours, it all shed
I'm
down
wearing
into like
sleeveless shirt and
shorts.
shorts.
13 moons. I
What
made it. Sorry to be
breeds?
late. We're glad you're here. I hope you got everything done. I hope you didn't cut things short just to be here, but thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
She was super busy today.
Mm. What breed is he? Crew is an American Akita.
You know, Akitas are a different kind of, it's a difficult breed to handle. You really have to know a lot about the breed because they're not the easiest dogs. And this is kind of like our first dog. This is like our first dog. We're just jumping right into Akita.
Yeah.
You really have to know how to handle them, yeah.
Right.
It's like training yourself to know how to deal with them because they can be stubborn.
But they're smart.
And they're very smart. It's exactly why you have to know how to handle them because you have to. There definitely has to be like an alpha
Mm-hmm.
because they're very oriented. They're very dominant. So if you don't take control over that, if you don't have that confidence, they'll step up and take that position.
Yep.
And
he definitely tested us.
Yeah, he definitely.
But he was my brother's dog. My brother used to live with us, but he moved out, and then we took Crew. So, and my brother kind of helped us learn about Crew and about Akitas, so that helped a lot.
That helped a lot, and plus I joined like this Akita Facebook group, and that was really cool because we actually got to meet and get introduced to a bunch of people that actually took care of Crew before he came to the rescue. They actually picked him up at his previous home and they brought him like all the way across the United States. So we actually got to meet some people from Crew's previous life.
Yeah,
which was very
cool.
And great people. You could tell that they love dogs, but especially Akitas. They have a special love for them. And Akitas are fantastic dogs. Sometimes they get a bad rap, but they're very emotional dogs. They wear their heart on their sleeves. Super loyal. Super protective. But you gotta know. You gotta know about them.
Todd is here.
What's up, Todd? Oh, I just seen he was just out camping on his land not too long ago. Yeah, and he's got land not too far away. What kind of dog you gonna get, Todd? What kind of breed are you thinking of?
Yep, Crew's the traveler.
And we have issues. We have computer issues. Can you believe that? Yeah. So how long have we been making? We've been making videos for a long time now, and we are out of hard drive space.
Yeah.
How long do you think that lasted us?
Probably about a year.
And how many terabytes is that?
I think it was 3.
3?
So we have like an external hard drive that we back up all our video files on. It's full.
Yeah, it's full. Can you believe that? But But we got like all the raw footage on there, right?
Oh yeah, like everything.
So like everything we record gets put onto these hard drives, and now it's filled up. I couldn't believe it. She was like, "The hard drive was full," and I'm like, "On the computer?" She's like, "No, the external one." Actually, our computer's a solid state drive. Do they even make laptops with hard drives anymore, or are they all solid state drives? What do you say? What do you say?
Well, I don't know anything about that. Todd says a pound dog or a mutt.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Get yourself a rescue
2
dog.
2 terabyte external hard drive is almost full. See? Fills up quick. How long did it take you, North Star Prep Setter, to fill up the 2 terabyte hard drive? As soon as I... Wow, Bill, what's up?
Dropbox. That's an idea. Like, saves something to... What do you call it? Like the cloud storage.
Do you trust the cloud?
Cloud.
Do you trust cloud storage? My neighbor has 6 Akitas. Great dogs, real smart. They are fantastic dogs, but stubborn and man, I gotta be aware, man. They got a high prey drive, very protective. People always ask us, and we've been getting uh, so very cool. We got a lot more subscribers recently, and one of our videos just crazy blew up within like a week. It had like 140,000 views or something like that, something crazy. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, why do you keep your dog tied up like that?" Because people like to see dogs running around and stuff like that. But with the Akitas, like even the most well trained Akitas can apparently just run off, because their prey drive is just that high.
Mm-hmm.
So until we have something where he cannot get out of, he kind of has to be tethered
Yeah.
for his own protection and for protection of any kind of like wild animals around here. Oh, well, not that we would mind like if off a rat or something like that, but I mean, and we had like a neighbor threaten to shoot him.
Yeah. That's a big concern for me. Like
You know,
if he just like ran just down the street or something, he could be in a lot of trouble.
yeah, and he can't. Yeah, I can't blame. Be like if you see a giant Akita running around, especially if it's gonna mess with your animals or mess with one of your dogs or something like that. You know, a lot of people have guns, but that's why you gotta be under. The dog has to be under our control.
Yeah. So I want to do that soon. When we get our house built, have like a yard where he can just run around in without us having to worry about him.
I really feel like Crew would respect the barbed wire boundaries as long as he doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
If there's something on the other side of that, he will run right through that barbed wire like it wasn't even there.
Right.
Like he would risk cutting himself up on that barbed wire. I've seen him, he will chew on that barbed wire. I've seen him like if you hold him back, but he still wants to get out there and he's close to that barbed wire, I've seen him just start gnawing on that barbed wire. It's the craziest thing. Can't even let him near it. Yeah. There was a one time where Crew ran off. He literally ran off after some cows, and he was gone for a couple hours before he came back. I don't even know how much. It seemed like forever. Oh, we were beside ourselves at that point, wasn't he? Weren't we?
Yeah.
It was crazy, but he did give up the chase, I guess, eventually, and he started heading on their way back. We started driving off, see if we could find him, and then Eagle Eyes over here, I saw him like bouncing. You could see his head just kind of bouncing up in a field of grass. I'm like, there he is.
Yeah. That was scary.
I lost my mind. That was probably our scariest time with Crew up until a rattlesnake bite. That was obviously scarier.
Mm-hmm.
But tell him the story about what happened with your brother on Crew.
Oh, well, first, El Jimmy says, "Can you say hello to my wife Jenny? She really enjoys your videos."
Oh,
hey
Jenny, what's up?
Yeah, so when my brother had Crew, and this was in Wisconsin where he lived kind of outside of town in this old farmhouse, and I think he had Crew in some kind of enclosed area, but Crew was able to get out, and when my brother came home from work, Crew was gone. And so he was like, "Oh no, this is bad." So he started driving around
Oregon Homestead.
and
Have a good night.
Drove past this farm, and he heard the cows there just sound like they're going nuts. And he's like, "Oh, I think he's there."
Just that sinking feeling. Uh-oh.
So he went in there, and he went in this barn, and Crew was just chasing these cows like around and around this barn, and he was just covered like from head to toe with I don't know what mud and probably
cow
excrement, and
this is nasty.
And he actually saw him jump up onto one of the cows and try to like attack it and latch on, and the cow bucked him off, and Crew went flying and hit this brick wall, and he just like shook it off and just kept going.
Just smashed
It's
Crew right
crazy.
into a brick wall to get him off him. Crew got up, shook it off, and then kept running after those cows.
He could have gotten killed
Could have
by
gotten killed.
trampled by the cows or something.
Well,
But
that's a tough dog, getting slammed into a brick
he didn't
wall with
care.
that thing. He didn't care. So he was able to. So Peter was able to wrangle him up, but I think yeah, it's like get in the back. Oh man, that's crazy. That's the craziest story. And he sees something else out there.
I heard him.
He's running around out there.
He's trying to chase birds. Andre says, how about AC for your Earthbag dome house? Will it be necessary?
I say, but I don't think we're going to need it. But we are going to have some things in place. We'll probably end up doing a similar kind of solar chimney. And we'll probably put in some other type of pipe going out from the root cellar so that we'll have airflow from the root cellar out through the main house and then out of the dome. So we'll probably mainly just focus on airflow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be...
So we can circulate the cooler air up and get the warm air out.
I think it'll be pretty nice year round.
Yeah, because the walls will be very thick, and part of the house is underground too, so it should maintain a more stable temperature.
Yep. I honestly think it'll actually be worse with the heating rather than the cooling. You would think, being in the Arizona desert with the heat, that it would be, that you got to think about the cooling, but I think it'll be plenty cool.
Hi, Don.
What's up, Don?
So I miss chatting with you guys.
Oh.
I'm now one of your neighbors.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying it out there.
North Star Prep Stutter asks, will you have to wait until the house is done to use your root cellar, or can you use it right away?
Oh, we probably could. We probably could work on finishing it off, but we're probably going to end up waiting because we want to just keep that sealed for right now, just to keep any light off of the bags.
Yeah, I could plaster the bags, but I kind of have a different idea of how I'm gonna do the walls down there, so that would take more time, I guess. Plus we'd have to cut a hole where the stairs goes down, and then figure out a way to close that up too.
Yeah, so right now I think we're just going to put the subfloor in and just leave it like that to keep any light going from in the root cellar, block off the sides, and then just cover everything up, leave it like that for a while.
Oh man, that would be nice to be able to use it though. Storage space.
For storage space or just hang out? Nah, at this time of year we probably don't need it.
Todd's getting closer to moving to his land.
Very exciting.
Purchased an old diesel truck for hauling an RV and tractor.
We're going to stay in touch, Todd. I'm going to borrow that truck.
Oh, Don. Don says, I thought of you both when I visited Whitewater Draw here in McNeil last weekend.
Oh, nice. Whitewater Draw is amazing.
Yeah, you got to go there in the winter.
Definitely go there in the winter. If anyone around here if anyone in the live is around that area, you gotta go check out the Whitewater Draw. Mm-hmm. Always amazing. Definitely in the winter when all the sandhill cranes come.
Yeah, or the Wilcox Playa, which is a little further north. There's a ton of birds there in the winter.
You can't get close to there, can you? Though.
No, you can only get so close, and then
the Whitewater Draw is the better place to be.
Yeah, you can get a lot.
You closer. Really tried hoofing it. You tried getting as close as you could, but you can't get that close, can you?
Bring
How
binoculars.
many miles did you walk?
I don't know.
We had crew with us, and it was like hot, and I'm like, this lady, she doesn't want to stop. I'm like, I don't think it's okay to keep bringing crew out there. He's like dying.
Yeah, you had to
So
turn
I had to
back.
turn back. I took crew back, but you kept going. I'm like, oh man, and you were gone for a while. You're still walking for a while.
And there wasn't even any birds at that time. I think that was summer.
How to garden? What's up?
Monkey Went Banana said, love the Earthbag build. Thumbs up to both of you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
So very cool, very cool. So, man, Saturday's video. Remember, for anyone new here, I didn't catch it. Oh man, see, I can't keep talking this long. So for anyone that was here now, that wasn't in the beginning of the live, no video tomorrow. Our Friday videos are now going to be moved to Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. Big change up. Give a little breathing room for the next video. Live, space, then we'll have another video. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I don't know why we didn't do that earlier. It seemed a little... It's just pushing things together.
Mm-hmm. Crew respect fences. We got a roll of square wire and built a dog run for our dogs. Yeah, I almost wish maybe we put something up temporary, but I feel like it would have to be pretty heavy duty to keep him back. We have a kennel for him, like a large kennel, but
the kennel works.
He hates it, and it's not big
there.
enough for him to run around. It just holds him without it being too cramped. But
yeah, just enough space to kind of stretch out.
Yeah.
Crew will respect a fence, but he will test it.
Yes.
He'll put his weight on it, and if it gives, then it's over. He will test whatever enclosure he's in.
Yeah. Just like with our screen door.
Yeah.
On the RV, like we had to put a special, like make a special latch for it because a couple times he kind of like pushed at it and then
push at it, and
opens.
if it opens, if it's open, he's gone.
But yeah, I think
Peter
he'd probably do that with fences too.
Yep, he'll test it, and if he holds, that's fine. Jim does need a truck.
Yes.
I want to work on that. I want to work to get that Ford up and running. Do what I got to do. 100% thumbs up, no trolls. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. If you haven't hit that thumbs up already, let's hit that thumbs up. Ah, smash that thumbs up. Check out Deep South Homestead for off-grid water heater. We might end up doing our own like off-grid water heater. So something with solar. Do some copper piping. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got ideas. We got ideas.
Don says, this is my first October living in Cochise County. I love the cool nights, but then it's 90 during the day. Fortunately, I love heat. Being from Canada, I don't do cold. Yeah, that's like us, because we're originally from Wisconsin, and it can get pretty cold there in the winter.
So cold. I got so many memories. Trudging through like a couple feet of snow.
Oh, scraping ice off the car.
Sub-zero temperatures.
But I think we prefer the heat. But this October has been warmer than last year. I was looking back on my records, and it was like, I don't know, 70s, 80s most days for highs.
This summer was really tough, and it's been so far the hottest summer that we've ever had here. Not that we've been down here for that long. But usually there might be 1 or 2 weeks where temperatures like are above 100, and maybe between 100 and 105. But man, we had a lot of days over 100 this summer, and barely any rain. So that was a big thing. Usually, when things start heating up in the summer, that's when the monsoons start coming and everything cools down. It's
Mm.
cloudy, temperatures are real nice. Then it might heat up again a little bit toward the end of monsoons, and then that's it. But this summer was rough, hot and dry.
Mm-hmm.
When do I get a wrench? I'd love to help moderate from you.
Oh,
Todd wants to be a
well,
moderator. Todd, you just ask. You're a moderator.
you are. Hang on. Boom.
Boom! You got it, Todd.
Dan. Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
Dan says, thanks for the whitewater draw tip. I'm searching that now. Maybe a vacay this winter.
Definitely.
Yeah. Actually, this whole area is pretty good for bird watching.
Mm-hmm.
It's a migratory path for a lot of birds. So, and places like the whitewater draw is a good, like, resting place where they can go and find, like, water while they're going south.
Really amazing place. Sometimes we'll even get visited by the sandhill cranes. We'll hear them. They nest over in the whitewater draw, but during the day they'll fly around looking for food, and we've heard them kind of close to our property, which is so cool.
We watched Tiny Shiny Home.
What's that?
We watched Tiny Shiny Home.
Oh yeah. Awesome family. They don't live too far from here.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're about an hour north of us or so. Well, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Really nice family. They visited us. They visited us here just before they started looking for land. Very nice family. Very fun. And they kind of just drove around. They stopped here when they were kind of checking out land in Cochise, and they decided to settle down.
And settle down after traveling all over North America.
Yep. Yeah, we try and meet. Yeah, we've been meeting a lot of neighbors too. And we met, I think, Brian from Midlife Prices. Pam and Brian, they helped me pick up some supplies, and then we ran into some other neighbors at Home Depot. They were like, "Green Dream Project, Midlife Prices," and like, "Oh man, I can't believe they recognize us with the masks on and everything." Maybe because of Brian, because Brian's like 7 feet tall or something. It might be easy to spot him in a crowd.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool, and those people don't live too far from
Not too
us.
far. And Don says he wants to have us over for dinner when he moves over here.
Very cool. Very cool. We're kind of busy now. Some people invited us. We got invited by some other people that live kind of in the near Tombstone, I think. But we've had to turn them down because we've been so busy with this bill. I feel bad. But someday we'll make it down there. If people invite us to places, I like to try and attend that and everything like that, and meet people and make those connections. But it's been crazy here. Trying to focus on getting this done. It's been nuts.
Tracy asked about if we think an electric collar would work for crew, like a fenceless.
No, it would not.
And
It would not work for him at all. I don't feel it would not.
I
work
think
for
we
him at
talked
all.
about that with my brother too, and he's like, no, like any kind of shock collar probably wouldn't even work on him, especially like if he sees something he wants to like go after.
He will just go after it. That
like pain is not like it doesn't even register in his brain at that point. So
yeah, he would not feel it, and he would go after that, whatever that is. He might feel it afterwards after he's calmed down.
Yeah. How much property do you have there? We have 40 acres.
Yeah. Nice little hunk of land. Got some stretching room. Yeah, he does. He gets in the zone. he gets crazy when like if he's going after prey or if he feels like there's something threatening.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else matters. I feel like he's better with people, but he's still like on the he's still cautious around people.
Mm-hmm.
So like any new people, you just can't go right out and pet him because he'll nip at you. He'll let you know that's not okay.
Yeah. So like any guests we have, if they're gonna meet crew, like
There's a special way you gotta.
yeah, just so that he knows they're not a threat.
He takes bribes.
Right. Treats. Tech Nerds TVS, did you say the transmission fluid was also dropping? I think it was, but
Yeah, it was for a while, but I think that's fixed. The transmission fluid, it looks fine. It doesn't look like it's leaking anymore.
yeah, because we took that in and they worked on that, and then it seemed okay, right?
It took a couple tries with the transmission fluid, but I think that's good.
Ralph asks, what's up with the water situation? I see that you're doing water catchment. Are you able to drill a well there? Yeah.
Yeah, we probably could drill a well.
But it could be as much as like 600 feet, and
they said plan on 400, but maybe even as low as 600.
Yeah, so it might get kind of expensive.
And we were literally just reading this article. Or I was reading this article. Not too far north of us, there are these fissures that are appearing, and it's just because all these agricultural things are they got these 1,000-foot wells, and they're just sucking up the water like crazy.
So all the like residential wells around that area, they're running out of water, and people are forced to drill a deeper well or just like move.
They're estimating around these agricultural zones that the water table is dropping about 5 feet a year. So yeah, water's crazy, and I understand wells are a good thing to have, but the Cochise water, there's so little water restrictions, which is good for businesses because they want that water, but on the other hand, it's bad for the residents. So I hear people had these wells, but then these wells go dry, and then if you don't have enough money, it's really expensive to get those wells deepened.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have the water, then they're SOL.
Oh, cool. Don said, I'm a former wildlife researcher and specialty was birds. So he went into the Chiricahua Mountains and he saw quetzal.
Oh.
That's one of those, I think they're like a green bird. They're pretty cool. They're kind of rare to see around here, but yeah, sometimes you see them. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think Todd said he's got a well share. He's got access to a well share.
Oh.
Sweet. Now, with that well share, Todd, do you have to go get the water, or is there like a water line running onto the property? Do you have access to water, or do you have to kind of go haul it in? I know some people, might be the tiny shiny people, have access to a well share, but I think they got to go get the water, fill it up, and bring it back.
Mm.
Whereas like the well share for the like midlife crisis and the upside of downsizing, they have like taps on their properties. So, but that's very cool. Yeah, water is super important. And if we ever get the money, we might put in a well at some point, just like a backup, or maybe to really be able to like set up a Crew's busy, or maybe to set up. See, now if he wasn't tied up, he'd be gone. It's always good to have like redundancy in your systems, especially with water.
Yep. Tech Nerds TV. My theory is you need the radiator flushed or replaced.
See, I think it might need to be replaced because I know we've had that flushed. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, Art, I finally made it live. You are looking good. Art in California. Hey, Art.
Hey.
Good to see you here. Glad you made it. But we're almost done. But at least you made the tail end.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Don says we'll do rainwater catchment here. We get about 14 inches per year. That's pretty close to our average.
Oh, lucky with the 14 inches. I
We
think,
get 13.
think he's bragging. But you know what's really cool? Just west of us, not too far west too, Patagonia. I think they get like over 20 inches of rain a year. That's crazy. It's not even the desert at that point. I'm jealous. I'm a little jealous. Oh, 13 Moon says we probably got that much last week.
Oh. Oh.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
Well, too much rain isn't fun either.
Yeah, sometimes there's this thing as too much rain.
I'm not sure if we should get a dog. Seems like it would be nice to scare away trespassers, but afraid it would just bark all the time at all the critters. Yeah, well, Crew doesn't bark that much.
Crew doesn't.
He'll bark at trespassers. If it's a human, he'll bark at them to warn it, but animals he doesn't bark at. He just tries to attack them.
He doesn't give animals any warning.
Yeah.
See, I replaced the water pump and the thermostat the last time we had it looked at. So both those things have been replaced. So I'm thinking maybe it's got to be the thermostat.
Oh, Ralph says the reason I was asking about it a well is I have access to well drilling rigs. That's a nice thing to have access to.
Very cool. Yeah, that'd be nice. I seen them putting out another well just down the road from us. They're looking like, "What's up, y'all?" As long as you're in the area. How much water have you got with your new cistern? You know, honestly, I have not checked, but I'm sure it's not much. Like, we didn't get much rain after we finished that.
Because we only really got one good rain, like after we finished it.
And
man, I was just thinking, like, it's too bad we didn't have that built last year because we got so much rain last year.
Rain.
The tanks that we had
overflowing constantly.
Were overflowing.
Almost all monsoon season.
We probably could have filled that cistern up last year.
Possibly, yeah. Then we'll get this massive cistern that we don't get any rain. Any last questions? You got any more questions over there? Got you. We're on the big screen. Uh-oh, we're big time. Any last questions? She's busy reading.
Sorry.
We'll
talk about barking dogs. John says his old neighbor had a mountain lion hound. Whoa.
Whoa.
Literally designed for its voice to carry so hunters could hear it for up to 2 miles or so. Wow. You know, we have neighbors, they're probably like miles away, that have like tons of dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You hear them barking from over here, but you know, they're not super close, so it's not
too much of
a...
Well, everyone, I think that's it for us. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. We always appreciate you guys being able to spend some time with us these Thursday nights. It's always great getting to chat with you guys, getting those questions answered, because sometimes we can't get a lot of details in those videos, so it's always nice to get everything kind of cleared up. Thank you so much to our moderators, 13 Moons, North Star Prepstetter,
and now Todd.
And Building with Todd. So thanks so much, everyone. Check out our moderators. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next video, which will be Saturday.
Yay.
All right.